We've got some loud beasts ready to roll at Kokomo in the USAC 410 wingless qualifiers. So we've got 2 heat races coming up. We got 19 cars total in the server. First heat race. Got 10 drivers. Rolling off on pole, Hayden Cardwell. Austin Semmelman is in the 11. Stuart Hanf in the 8 car. Vinny Sansone in the 3. 18 is Brad Jones. Jeffrey Stanton outside in the 17. Kruger in the 9. Batista in the 6. The 14 is Cavalry. Caverley, sorry. And Helaman in the 2 car, starting from the last row. So, we're getting ready to hammer down. 8 laps. Heat race number 1, no cautions. Cardwell steps on it and we are green. Everyone's straight up to the top side. One in the wall, flipping there. That'll be a B feature contender. And Sansone gets in trouble as the car in front of him flips it after hitting the wall. So that high side is tricky to hang on. You get that right rear in it, it's going to grab you, flip you, end your day. And as I say that, the 11 sticks the right rear in the wall. Hilleman in the 2, up from the last row into the 3rd spot. And the 9 car also getting into that wall. So, Caverley down on the bottom. The safest spot to be. He's up to 5th now just from not crashing out. Your leader right now, Austin Semmelman, in the 11. Bailey Jones in the 18 is in 2nd. Kruger in the 9 is in 3rd. And it looks like Hilleman has wrecked, as well as Hayden Carwell, who was your leader. So, just being on the bottom is getting you into a transfer spot. Batista running that high side in the 6th spot, and we are done. So, that one's over with. Quick heat. Transfers, just by being safe, ended up with only 5 cars out of the 10 out of the 10 finishing. So, right now, tricky track. Everyone trying to run the high side, and the people that were safe and ran the bottom come away with the transfer spots. We've got 9 cars in this heat race number 2. Ryan Diet in the 10. In the 12 car is Colton Hardy. Justin Thomas in the 7. You got Adam Elby in the 4. Brad Nichols in the 16. James Eden in the 1. 15 is Brad Ferrari. I'm terrible at names. Rumsey is in the 13, and Dorico in the 19. So we'll see if this one's going to be a little bit cleaner. Maybe people saw that just running the bottom is going to get you a transfer spot. One more lap and we'll get green and see how this one ends up. Once again, 8 laps, no cautions. Diet brings him down the backstretch. Steps on it, we're green. Up into the walls, the 12 car. That's going to allow Thomas down on the bottom in the 7. He's going to look for the lead down on the bottom as well. Almost gets up there, wheel to wheel. First, second, and fourth up in the wall. Thomas being smart, running the bottom. just trying to survive. He gets up there now into the top. We've got a couple of people hitting the wall. Thomas cutting down out of the corner, getting a little bit of a run. The leader's up in the wall, and that's going to allow Thomas to get the lead. Loses it, though, as the leader hooks up the top side through 3 and 4, but that's hooking up the wall right there. Does a 360, keeps going. Luckily, Hardy was able to get through without contact somehow. So now Thomas works the high side, keeping it a little bit farther away from the wall, midway through the corner. Eden's working that bottom line, though, and making it stick, almost getting up beside Thomas in the middle of the corner. Eden's in the 1 car, Thomas in the 7 on the high side. Going to be getting the white flag this time by. Eden's down low, gets ahead. The run off the corner goes to Thomas. Eden's back ahead in the center of the corner. Thomas is going to come away with the heat race win. So Thomas, Eden's, Hardy, and Elby are your top 4. So we've got 5 cars in the B main. Getting them lined up. Starting in last, 5th place, Jeffrey Stanton. In the 17, we've seen him eat the wall early on in his heat race and flip. The 13 car of Rumsey, Sansone, Dorico, and Hanft. Those are your 5 cars in this B main, and I believe 4 transfer. So it's all going to be about keeping yourself safe, just getting to the main, and then seeing what you can do there. Rolling around for the final pace lap now. Hanf bringing him down in the 8 car. Sansone behind him in the 2nd row. Outside of him, Rumsey. Get the green flag now. We are off. So immediately Stanton gets up to the 4th spot as Dorico gets into the wall. These 4 guys don't have to push it too hard and get themselves in trouble. Got a little wheelie going on by Stanton. He's trying to get the Nosase down, but it won't. Keeps popping it up in the center of the corner. A little sideways there, but Rumsey is in the wall, loses the transfer spot. Goes back to the high side, but Dorico into Stanton. And now he falls back into that 5th spot. Back up front, Sansone gets the top spot, but coming back out on the outside is Hanf. He's running up by that wall, dangerous but quick. Sansone taking the lead, running the middle, not turning like it seems like he'd want. Up to the top, though. Side by side, entering 3. Sansone running the wall. Hanf down the bottom now. And Sansone up into the wall. Gets the right rear hooked on it. Gonna lose that top spot. Coming back at him, though. All you gotta do is transfer here. One little contact, everyone's still going, so you will drop out of the event if you wreck it. Right up against the wall, cuts down out of the corner, just doesn't have the drive, and it looks like Hanf is making this work on the bottom and actually opening up a gap to Sansone. So final lap here. Looking back at the transfer spot, they are side by side. Hamp's going to take the win, but let's look back here at Rumsey, Dorico, and Rumsey in the 13 is going to transfer, if that was top 4 transfer. I assume it was, and it was. So some fireworks going off on the backstretch. Getting ready for this one, 30 laps. Simmelman in the 11 is on pole. Thomas in the 7 is going to be starting outside of front row. Bailey Jones in the 18. Edens in the 1 is going to be outside of him. Kruger in the 9 on the inside 3rd row. Hardy in the 12, starting 6. Caverly in the 14 is 7th. Adam Elby in the 4 is going to start 8th. Batista in the 6, and Nichols in the 16. Then we got Cardwell in the 5 and 11th. Diet in the 10. Helleman in the 2. Feria in the 15, and then your 4 that transferred from the B main. So 30 laps, cautions on. Semmelman having a little connection issue. Rolling around for this final pace lap. 18 cars. On the loud pedal, and we are green. Three and 4 wide through the middle of the field. Thomas currently in 2nd, the leader blinking out very bad. And actually that is Bailey Jones in that 2nd spot. Thomas has fallen back. So, many different lines being used right now. We've got a yellow flag though, and we will see who that was. Looks like it might have been the 13. So the 8 and the 13 get together, tangled up in 1 and 2. Hopefully this will allow the leader's internet to get sorted out, but it doesn't look like it, as he is still blinking in and out. So we'll do a couple of pace laps, get back going here. Single file, lap cars are not moved to the back, but we haven't done enough to get to that point yet. Semmelman, Jones, Kruger. Pull up your top 10 now. Justin Thomas back into the 4th spot. We're getting ready to go green though. Bringing him through 3 and 4. He steps on it now. Green flag. Jones to the bottom. Semmelman to the top. The drive out of the corner, though, gets Semmelman back in front. But Jones is going to slide up. Middle of 3 and 4. Semmelman cuts back under. Out of 4. We're switching around. Now Jones gets the lead down the backstretch, enters really high, drifts up to the wall, Semmelman back in front. Jones up on the wall, is going to get the run down the backstretch. Semmelman pulls even on pace. Jones a little sideways through 3 and 4. Semmelman's got to check up a bit. Now he goes down to the bottom and Semmelman to the top. Back behind them, Justin Thomas up to 3rd position. Kruger on the high side in the 9. Semmelman now running the top, but getting pulled by Bailey Jones on the bottom. Kruger 4th, Edens is in 5th, Cardwell is in 6th. Semmelman once again having internet issues. Now we're almost 3 wide for that 3rd spot. Yellow flag's out. We got a car in the middle of the track. Let's take a look and see what happened there. 15 car, Varia. And just overcorrects and can't get it to turn back left up into the wall. So we've got 14 down now. We're starting lap 14 now. Bailey Jones is your leader. Semmelman, Kruger, Thomas, Edens, and Cardwell. Jones making that bottom side work for him, and actually he's kind of been able to put it wherever he wants and get it away from Semmelman. We'll see if he's able to do that this time around. Kruger does get that third spot based on when the caution came out. We're getting ready to go green now. Jones on it, and we are green. Thomas gets a decent start. Middle 3 wide for third spot. Back up the middle, gets around Cardwell, I believe that was. Nope, that was the lap car, sorry. So back up front, first and second up on the top, but Bailey Jones now getting the right rear in the wall. Nose to tail on the top side. Jones goes down to block the bottom. Hooks it up, pulls away. Got a fairly decent gap now. Thomas in third. We've got a car in the wall, a couple of cars in the wall. 3-car battle for this third spot. So Cardwell working the bottom. Kruger is up on top. Justin Thomas in the middle, and we are back under caution. Looks like that might have been Stanton who brought that one out. Little deep. So, top 10 now. Bailey Jones, Semmelman, Justin Thomas, Rusty Kruger, Cardwell in the 5, Hardy in the 12, Edens in the 1, Hilleman in the 2. Just a few laps remaining in this one. We should be going back green this time around. So Jones gets a decent gap to the pace truck. Gonna allow him to go a little early if he wants to. Into 3. We are on it. So once again, the battle for third heats up, but actually Semmelman falls back into this battle, so now it's a battle for second. Thomas running that middle. And another quick caution. Looks like this one's going to be Hillman. Running the bottom. Hits the tire. Jumps on it, bounces the front end off the tire, and big flip there for him. So now starting lap 28. I'm not for sure if we've got green-white checkers in this or not. Top 10 as it stands hasn't really changed. There might have been a few that swapped spots, but Jones still leading, getting one to go this time. So we are going to have a 1-lap shootout, it looks like, if it's not a green-white checkered. Bailey Jones bringing the field down. On the gas, we are green. Semmelman gets a decent jump. Gonna go to that high side, see if he can get something to work out of there. Not gonna happen, though. Struggling to get grip, and Thomas in the middle, looking for it. And this one's over. So, your final standings here. Jones, Semmelman, Thomas, Cardwell, Edens, Kruger, Hardy, Sansone up to 8th. And that's how it's going to end. So, no green-white checkers. Fairly decent race for the lead for the first half of the race. And then Jones kind of took control of it. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope it wasn't too terrible with the names. And if you liked it, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Thanks.